Well, I suppose we can start streaming now. We got a few minutes until that midnight hits, until the stream officially begins. But we can start preparing for stuff. Well, how is chat doing? How is everyone doing? I think we got. OBS isn't telling me how many people we have watching, but suddenly I got a few views. I got a few views on the previous stream. Like not, it wasn't like not live during the stream. Uh, I don't know if I can go louder. I can like move the microphone closer, but then it covers up my screen a little bit. Yeah, I don't want it to cover my screen. It's like everything is kind of tuned up. Maybe like this will help, because it's a thing with the new headphones. What was I talking about? Yeah, I suddenly got a few views on the last stream, not during the actual stream, but on the VOD post stream. There were a few like it wasn't like a huge number, but it was like 30, 50 people, something like that, watched the VOD after the stream, and there is the thing I talked about it last time. The headphones these headphones are, for some reason, they are extremely loud. So I have to tune the sound down to like 10%. And when I tune my sound down to 10%, apparently it also tunes the recording. OBS also tunes the recording down to 10%. But yeah, I suddenly got a few views on the VOD, like 30, 50. But I have changed the title of the VOD. Because I titled the last stream, I titled George Carlin impressions, and I ended up not doing any George Carlin impressions in that stream, only in the previous one before that. And I retitled the stream Boss 1 Satan, Boss 2 Cookie from Dead Minds, which is what I talked about on the stream, about the two bosses we ended up facing. The first one was Thresh, who was very difficult, because I still don't understand how it really works. Like there was this strange kind of aura, on the initiative bars at the bottom. It was just, but it was there the whole time. And when he casts his ult, when Thresh casts his ult, like apparently the box he casts is on the initiative bar. Only I didn't see it anywhere until it fired. So Thresh was extremely difficult for me, because he was doing a shit ton of damage. And then after Thresh, immediately after Thresh, you get to take a rest. Watch a few conversations, and then immediately after, you fight Gangplank. And the difficulty between Thresh and Gangplank is like heaven and earth. It's like boss 1 Satan, boss 2 Cookie from Dead Minds. Like Gangplank wasn't much more difficult than like random elite like quest bosses that happen in some like random games, some random quests. He wasn't more difficult than that. He just had more health, I think, comparatively more health. So he just took a little longer. Even the ability they made his ult wasn't really that big, didn't really do that much. Compared to Thresh's ult, it was nothing. So it was like if they put them in the reverse order, if they put them in the reverse order, and they had you fight Gangplank first, and then suddenly the difficulty ramps up to Thresh after a rest, then I can see like a point to that. But the way they put this together, it was very strange. It felt very strange. But now in the game we're on this island, on this like random small island that is located somewhere between the Serpent Isles and the Shadow Isles. We're on that island now, and we're just exploring that island because we kind of crashed while traveling, and we crashed there while we are chasing Viego, who's been released. When we fought Thresh, when we fought Gangplank, Viego has been released from the Shadow Isles, and Viego is now apparently very quickly coming to the Serpent Isles, to Bilgewater. He is apparently very quickly coming, and in the like one of the drawn cinematics that they showed us, is apparently very close to Bilgewater. But a small spoiler from what I have seen of this game already, he doesn't actually attack Bilgewater. So apparently he just like kind of hovers there on the sea. He just kind of hovers there outside of Bilgewater and like waiting for us. Okay, Misfortune, you may pursue your ultimate weapons and your ultimate upgrades. I shall wait for you here and await your return. Like, is that what he's doing there? I don't know. Like, I liked this game. I like the story of this game, the plot of this game, but the ending has several issues. Like, one of the issues is like how just, I don't know if it's rushed or if it's just undercooked, the ending of the game. And then after you finish it, you finish the game and you then go to like the LOL wiki to learn like what happened afterwards, and the LOL wiki is, well, almost immediately after this game, Viego gets released again, and then he starts the world ruination for real. So like the whole story of this game was pretty much pointless. So like it's very strange. Like they also later after this game they made Mage Seeker, and we haven't really heard anything about the story of Demacia after Mage Seeker, after the Mage Rebellion. We haven't really heard anything about Demacia post Mage Seeker. So like they may still undo it, but imagine if post Mage Seeker, the first thing that happens after Mage Seeker in Demacia is well, then Jarvan the Fourth gets attacked by a mage who is still mad about the whole mage persecution, and Jarvan goes like, you know what? Screw you guys! I changed my mind. We're going back to persecuting mages. That's what the treatment of this game feels like. So it's I can kind of see why this game wasn't more popular than it was. But it has an inkling. It has an inkling of something good. It has an inkling of something interesting. That if they worked on it more, if they worked on it more, if they like debug the various weird issues, tested more the weird issues with the UI. Like if they worked on it a little more, and if they didn't completely undo the story immediately, it would be a great game. If this studio made Mage Seeker, because I think it was a different studio that made Mage Seeker. If this studio made Mage Seeker, I must have taken a drink. I don't know if you can hear the bottle hissing because it's like a kind of. I guess you'd call it a soda in America. But yeah, if they worked on this game, if the studio that worked on this game also worked on Mage Seeker, and they would have learned something. They would have learned from the issues with this game. Then the next game would have been even better, and maybe it would avoid some of the issues that we run into in this game. You know. Okay, let's get our heads in the game. The midnight is past. I already initiated the first encounter. So yeah, we'll start with our usual stuff. Yasuo is not out of mana, strangely enough, which happens very rarely to him. And add cutting wind. Oh, now these guys have more health. Okay. Braum will do his usual, taunt and defend. And we get the Guardian Spirit buff for healing. I finally remember what the Fox buff is called. I finally remember what it's called. Yeah, now, can I... Well, I don't think the developer is to be blamed for the instant ruination event. Yeah. It is not like that. Is not on the developer of this game. Definitely, that it was instantly undone. That's not to blame on them. That's a Riot thing. That because at this point in time when this game was made, Riot was more like they were really afraid of pushing the status quo. Like they were really afraid of like changing things, like killing champions or like doing like some big events in the world, especially in like side games. They were really afraid of doing that kind of stuff. Like maybe if they like, if they made this game about the main ruination event, like they made Mage Seeker about the actual Mage Rebellion, if they made this game about the actual ruination event, but then how would that conflict with the story they were telling in the actual LoL? I don't know, but you know, it is an issue that like I should have Riot. That's an issue that Riot should have worked on. But I'm saying that if this developer was allowed to... If this developer was allowed to make Mage Seeker, for example, Mage Seeker, they would have learned from the issues, some of the issues like with the UI issues, or like the pacing issues here. Like they would have learned from some of the issues here, and then they would have made the Mage Seeker if it was played in a similar fashion instead of whatever Mage Seeker was. I don't know. I didn't like watching Mage Seeker at all. I like it was the art style was just not my thing. Like suddenly, like in this game, there's voice acting, there's actual like dialogues in this game, mostly, and in Mage Seeker it's like just text boxes and like these like old-fashioned animation sprites. I did not like visually. I did not like Mage Seeker at all. I never watched it, never played it. I don't have it bought, so I never bought it, never played it, and I'm not really planning on it. So Mage Seeker is absolutely not my thing, even though that is a story that I would have absolutely loved to see realized. It's just so hard to watch. Okay, what does the healer do when nobody needs healing? Do this, I guess. Okay, that guy's down. Braum. I guess you can just finish this guy. Like, this game is definitely one of those games where it's like lost opportunities. I think I should have preserved the old meter for this because that is a lot of health to chew through. We still have. I don't like the style. Yeah, it's very. Yeah, too retro, maybe. Like it's a very peculiar style. It's like it's a very stylistic, and like definitely not for me. Like if they made Mage Seeker more like this one, and ironed out some of the issues, I would have been all over it. You know. I can actually stun this guy before he gets it off. Okay, are we still taunting? We are. Okay, so what are we doing? Maybe the buff. Okay, and you should apply that buff. Okay, Brom is the shields again. Okay, Seven is healing, Yasuo is healing. Like, I love retro games. I love games that are.
You're in my way.
I love games that it's not so much like like retro games, meaning modern games that pretend they're old games. So these not so much, but like I like the actual old games. Like I haven't actually played Morrowind in a while, but I did like actually playing Morrowind, and I played it like years after its original release, so it was already old when I played it. I don't think Skyrim was out yet when I played Morrowind for the first time. I don't think Skyrim was out yet, but definitely Oblivion was definitely out, and people were talking about Skyrim. People were talking about Skyrim when I first played Morrowind. So it must have been like how old is Skyrim now? 11 years old? So must have been like 12 years ago. I probably was like 12 years ago when I first played Morrowind. So it was already old. And I enjoyed it because I normally I don't really mind like old blocky graphics. I don't mind that. I don't really need healing. I'll just focus the ult on damage. Normally I don't mind like old blocky graphics. But you know, like the style they put in Mage Seeker is just, it feels less like old blocky 2016. Was that when Skyrim was released? I feel like I've been playing it like I played Morrowind like 2012, 2014, something like that. I must have played it something like that. So it must have been like a little before Skyrim. But I played Morrowind, and then I very quickly played Oblivion, and I loved Oblivion. To this day, Oblivion is my favorite Elder Scrolls game. It's still my favorite Elder Scrolls game. Because even after Skyrim release, it's not just because it was released after it was the 16 special edition. 2011 was the first version of Skyrim, so it must have been like 2010 even when I played Morrowind, because I played Morrowind for the first time before Skyrim was released, what was I saying? I loved Oblivion not just because it was the current game that was the current Elder Scrolls game that was released when I got into Elder Scrolls. Not just because of that, but also because I think Oblivion strikes the perfect balance between like the complexity of the earlier games and the complexity of the earlier games and the accessibility of the newer Elder Scrolls games. Because there is always a balance to strike between these two like poles of game design. Like the more complex you make the game, generally the less accessible it's going to be. You can make games that are very complex that are still accessible because there are some easier options to do. Like Baldur's Gate 3, which goes largely by 5th edition D&D, the 2014 5th edition D&D rules. That goes largely by these rules. I have no idea what Brom should do here. Extend the target, sure. So like Baldur's Gate 3 like is a very complex game, but it can also be accessible because it has some like less complex options that you can play. And of course, you know, the story, the characters are the big pool that still keeps people interested in a very complex game. But like the very early Elder Scrolls games, like they were extremely complex. I mean, they were probably the people who were playing the games back then. They probably wouldn't have called them extremely complex, you know. I need to do this now. The people who played those games back then, they probably wouldn't have called them extremely complex, you know. Because, you know, the standards for what is a complex game have changed. But from modern standpoint, like the early Elder Scrolls games were extremely complex. I tried playing Daggerfall briefly. Like it must have been like Daggerfall Unity, something like that. I played tried playing Daggerfall like way later. I tried playing Daggerfall, and you know what's weird? I don't know if you played. I'm talking to my like, how many viewers do we have? We have one viewer as usual. I don't know if you played Daggerfall, if you tried playing Daggerfall at all. I tried playing Daggerfall with, I think it was like Daggerfall Unity. Here's like one of the weird things with Daggerfall, you know. In Daggerfall, it really matters in which way. In Daggerfall, it really matters in which way you move the cursor, like to attack. In Daggerfall, to attack, you need to actually move the cursor like that. If you can see my cursor, you actually have to move the cursor like that on the screen to attack. You did play Arena and Daggerfall. It wasn't very good. You quit after, yeah, I quit after like 20 minutes because you have to be very precise in how you attack in Daggerfall. I never played a game who played like this. I literally have never played a game where you have to use your mouse on the screen to do the actual slashes on the screen like that, and the direction of your movement and speed of your movement changed. I'm not exactly sure exactly how that worked, but it was something like that direction of your movement changed, direction and speed of your movement of your cursor changed how much damage you were doing. It was, to me, it was very strange. To me it was very I have literally never played another game that played like this, like Daggerfall. And I just couldn't play it because it was like just too different from anything else that I played. Like even when you go, like besides like the actual like weird targeting system of Daggerfall, when you go past the weird targeting system of Daggerfall, it has a lot of like systems that are, like, wouldn't exist in later games. Because I think they opened a gate somewhere. Not the main gate that I need to open. Huh, what is that doing? Like, the complexity that I liked about Daggerfall, at least I liked reading about this complexity in Daggerfall. There was a thing in there was like languages. Things like languages were in Daggerfall, which meant that you needed to like improve your skills with languages to get different like races and cultures to like accept you. And I liked that idea. I never played through Daggerfall because of that weird targeting. But I like the idea of like working on the languages to get different races to accept you. And also another thing I read is that like you could summon the Daedric princess to like get their blessings so that they do their quests. I smell a boss. Or a trap at least. No! Actual loot. Okay. But yeah. Now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let's accidentally clicked on something. Okay. I like the idea of that, and that is still locked. It's like it's something about this, but like I can't hit both of these. It just stops on the first one. Oh, now it hit both. Okay, I've been trying that multiple times, and it just stopped before it. Before the second one. Okay. Like languages and like Daedric Princess. You could summon Daedric Princess to like do their quests in Daggerfall. But here's the thing. Like you could only summon the Daedric Princess on like the specific summoning dates. Because you know the Elder Scrolls games have calendars. So you could like only summon like Namira only on a specific date, Shogorath only on a specific date, and only then you could like summon. Only then you could like do the requests. That is you know one of those like complexities that modern gamers would probably really hate. Like because it requires you to do some like really strange things. Like you know, like either you'd have to like wait for months to be able to do one specific quest that you want to do, or like somehow like figure out a way to like work through that, work around that, like get to that date and other ways. So I can see how that would be like annoying to play through, but I like the idea of that kind of complexity because it's like a really immersive kind of complexity that. And you know, when you really think about it, like the weird targeting from Daggerfall, like it's very immersive because you need to like imagine, you need to like move your mouse in a way that you would actually move a sword. So it's a very immersive targeting system. It's very immersive, but yeah, like I've never played anything else like it. So it was just too different. So like I have no illusions that Elder Scrolls 6, whenever it comes out, that it will have like any increased complexity. And maybe they will increase complexity a little bit because you know Baldur's Gate 3 was very popular. It made waves across the industry, and they tried redoing games. Like the funny story about Dragon Age Veil. I don't know if it's that funny. Like to the people who wanted a good game from Dragon Age Veilguard, it isn't funny. But like it's kind of a weird, story about Veilguard, that Dragon Age Veilguard was like almost completely remade from scratch several times, because like the game was stuck in the development hell for like 10 years, because whenever like a new game would come out that got very popular, the studio would come to BioWare and go, you know what, scratch whatever you guys were doing. We want you to make the next Dragon Age game like this now. Then they would start doing that. Couple of years would pass, and then God of War Ragnarok comes out. It does really well, and then EA I think comes up to BioWare again. You know what? Scratch that. Whatever you guys were doing for the last like 4-6 years. Now let's remake the game to be like Dragon Age, to be like God of War Ragnarok. You're taunting, yes. And then when the game was like nearly released later, then Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. And EA comes up to BioWare again and like, you know what, guys, forget whatever you guys were doing. Now we want you to remake this game to be more like Baldur's Gate 3. And they finally put their foot down and said, no, we can't do that. It's too late. We can't do that. It's too late. There's too much we need to change. We have to basically rebuild everything from scratch, and we've already worked on this for like 8-9 years at this point. We can't completely redo this again. At the very least, they scrapped like the live service elements that they were supposedly working on, and you can see where when you look at Veilguard how it is now, you can kind of see where those pieces were. You can kind of see where those pieces were, but and you're out of map. Veilguard didn't deserve what happened with it, and then EA said, see, the game would succeed if it was live service mode. Yeah, it would not have succeeded. There would just be one more thing to complain about. They would just, maybe like, I don't know if it would have been better if they redid the game to be more like Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I would have enjoyed Veilguard more if it played more like Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't know if they would really. It would not. The writing turned to shit. Everyone was suddenly Marvel hero. You couldn't even be mean to anyone. Yeah, that's definitely weird. Like part of the charm of Dragon Age Origins, from games where you could be the evilest shitbag walking Thedas, you couldn't even be mean. Yeah, like I keep quoting that. I keep always quoting that. There is a decision in Dragon Age Origins. There is the whole quest for the Urn of the Sacred Ashes, like the urn of Andraste's ashes, the prophetess from Dragon Age, and.
I was fine.
There was the whole quest for the Urn of the Sacred Ashes, and I really need to heal Yasuo. And I didn't even get to heal Yasuo, and he went down before I got the chance to do that. Okay. And we now have moderate revival potions. In the quest for the Urn of the Sacred Ashes.
Feels better.
Feels better.
Didn't I tell you to already do an attack here? What is all that damage? Oh, come on! How is suddenly these guys are being a problem? No. Not him. Her first. Come on! Why is this suddenly such a problem? What the hell? Why is this suddenly such a problem? This is going to kill me. This fight is actually going to kill me. Like, I just... The healer can't do anything before she goes down again. Okay. This random fight is actually going to kill me. Because the healer can't do anything before she goes down again. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, but now he's just going to go down. He's just going to go down to all these attacks. Like, what the hell? Why is this random fight suddenly so difficult? Whoa, what are you loading? What are you loading? I said no. I said change. 39.7 hours played, yes. Sure, in 2 there was not much evil you could do, but you could have still handed Isabella to Kunari, Fenris to... Yeah. But I was starting to talk before this game suddenly got extremely difficult. I was talking about how in Dragon Age Origins, you, in the quest for the Urn of the Sacred Ashes, you were able to... In Inquisition there was even less evil, but you could still be absolute self-serving deadbug, yeah. But yeah, I keep getting interrupted. The Urn of the Sacred Ashes, yeah, like you could... like literally you could piss on the Urn of the Sacred Ashes for some goddamn reason. Like, are you not supposed to fight this? Like, but he doesn't move from this small section. So like the moment I move out of this area, he's going to find me. Okay. Apparently you're not supposed to fight that, okay? But yeah. I guess it's one of those stupid forced stealth section. But this guy will have to fight, because I need to, like, go through that door. That maybe later. I hope I can fight this.
You should have left us alone.
But yeah, from after... from the game that began like Dragon Age Origins, to suddenly have what it came out in Veilguard, like it was a very drastic change. Like sure, that Dragon Age never really had like a lot of consistency. Like even in like gameplay style, it never had a lot of consistency. But maybe it should. Maybe it should start to have more consistency. Maybe they should have made Veilguard more like Dragon Age Origins. Maybe then, you know, it would be... I don't know. Has Bron taunted yet? He has taunted.
Here we go.
Yeah, EA never respected Dragon Age, and it's a shame. If they weren't such idiots up in EA,
Catching my
Anthem would be good too. I know nothing about Anthem. I know literally nothing about Anthem, so like I can't say anything. Like I know that like it's a game BioWare made that wasn't very popular. That's about all I know about Anthem. So like I can't really say anything about it. Okay.
watch the footwork. Needed that.
You're all
What's all this freaking damage? Like, what's all this freaking damage? Like, we don't have like a debuff on us. It's not the stupid terror thing again. To all okay. Now these things just deal damage to all champions every turn. Sure. Anthem was like Destiny Warframe attempt at the looter shooter live service, but EA of course meddled too much and effed it up. Okay. So I guess the enveloping winds is this particular zone's new bullshit debuff that no matter what you do, you're getting punished. Okay. Like, well, look at all this damage. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do about this? Okay, wave 2. These things at least aren't doing. Oh, but this increases. That just increases haste by 10% for every stack. But nobody actually has that. It says these guys have it, but when I inspect them, they don't. Yeah, I think it was a game a little while ago, and I was just kind of an annoyance.
My shield is my sword.
Okay. This game starts great, then it has a whole big section where it's too much talking at once,
Stay down.
and then it ends kind of like this. I should preserve her mana.
We're getting pretty good at this.
Well, maybe his sword will treat the games, but yeah, I don't know about that. I wouldn't put any money on the Saudis doing anything well for video games, you know. Like, if you want the video games to, like, censor anything about women, about gay people, if you want that in video games, maybe that will happen, but do not expect the games to actually get better.
Are we done here?
I think you need to fight these guys because they're like blocking the path to some things. I'm gonna save. Just in case there's like more bullshit.
My path lies beyond you.
Yeah, I was supposed to give him mana. Didn't say it, but I wanted to give Bro more mana. Like it's two of these. Like it's two of these assholes that are just keep doing a lot of damage to everyone all the time. Like, why is that a thing? Like it's just.
But you have me.
It's just so annoying.
Swift like vengeance. I'll show you.
Okay. He doesn't need healing right now, but he'll probably need healing by the time it comes off. Nope, he completely went down from full health. He completely went down from full health in one attack. Are you fucking serious? Like I'm starting to get really annoyed by this game. Like genuinely getting annoyed by this thing.
The end is here.
Okay. Try to heal him before he goes down. Okay. But he'll probably go down in one attack anyway, so... No, he did it. Yep, now everyone is down. That's great. That's great. And I have to use her to revive him. Okay, at least the big bullshit one is down. Okay. Okay, you can heal him again. Nope, you can't heal him again. What the hell?
You hurt my friends.
Like, what the hell? Like, what is up with this game all of a sudden? Like, I have to go through this guy to get to the items.
How you get their horns? That's how we do it. Another scar.
Like, what the hell? Like, did you see that?
To catch my breath.
Just people just going down from one attack, from full health. Like, what the hell? Come on.
Pierce.
Like, game, do you know what a game means? It means, yeah, you get a chance to win. when you just go instantly from full health to 0 in one attack, like with nothing, and you can't really, literally can't do anything about it. This is like the opposite of a game. Like what the hell is happening here? Like what should just... Yep. Yep.
Unforgivable.
And we're on the loop again. Where everyone is dying before they can do anything. Have any mana potions here? Okay, so I can't touch these guys. So I can't touch anything here because they know this stupid fucking forced stealth section. So the Buru is known to... Oh, and we need to bring Ilawi here. Oh, of course. And what is this now? Now I have to think about figuring out this puzzle. I mean, it had 500 HP. Surely instant attacks would bring it down. Instant attacks would bring it down if we didn't die in between those attacks. Because you saw what was happening. Like, people were dying. People were instantly dying from full health to 0 in one single attack. If I just attacked, then I would have died before I was able to get these attacks off. And I would have died anyway. So like... like what do you want from me this time, game? Like... why did it stop? Why is it stopping? Now it's stopping. A moment ago it was going through these wind. You had Ari and Yasuo and instant attacks. Yeah, they happen instantly, but the characters don't move instantly. The character, there are spaces between when characters move. So if I had Ari and Yasuo up and I did an attack on as Yasuo would attack. And then the boss would attack. It's not even a boss. It's not even a boss. Then the enemy would attack and kill them both. And then I would die anyway. Because that's what it was doing. It was just instantly killing everyone in a single attack. I don't even want to figure this out right now. I'm just... I have to stand and look at this puzzle, while also I can't look here and stand and this. Well, also can't stand here and look at this puzzle because the enemies that you can't fight are running around. Yeah, the attack happens instantly, but there are like spaces between the characters. So like Yasuo's attack would, if Yasuo is currently up, Yasuo's attack would happen instantly. And then there is some time passes on this initiative bar, some time passes, and then the other character can move. And this guy was attacking more often than I was able to attack. So he was basically bringing down everyone every single turn. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do here? Like, I can't do it often enough to act. No, 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 no. See, like, what am I even supposed to do with this? Can I even move in here? Okay, I can do something in this game right now.
You're quiet, Alawi. Wouldn't you normally have something to say about the motion of this place? Kraken, gods, and the like?
I am afraid there is not much left for me to say about the goddess. I fear she has abandoned me. Maybe abandoned us all.
Come on. We've taken some hits, but we're not done yet. I'm not gonna stand by and let my city fall to some lovesick boy who would be king.
Sarah, what if it's Bilgewater's destiny to fall? What if the goddess is testing us and has found us unworthy?
I don't care what your goddess thinks of me. I'm not gonna let gods and monsters decide what happens to my city. We'll make our way. Even if I have to drag you there kicking and screaming.
Now I see it.
What's that?
Why so many are willing to follow you. Perhaps you are right. Let us continue, Captain.
What is this? What is this? Another unfightable boss? It's not even a boss, it's just a random enemy that just... Okay, so what does this do? Okay. Whoa, 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 hold on. Why did you stop? Why did you go back? Like...
One blade.
How much bullshit in this fight?
Thanks, Ron.
I don't even have much to say really, because I just hate like forced stealth sections, because if you don't do that, then the enemy is way too strong for you. The game should be giving you options, different ways of approaching the same problem. And not No, in this part you have to stealth around because because we decided you have to stealth around here. I don't even know what I could really put a dampener on any enjoyment of this game right now.
Swift, like vengeance.
Okay, Brom, what do you do here? Like, should I just preserve his mana a little bit? Okay, is wave 2 going to be... no, more spiders. We're still taunting, so... I don't know, do this buff. Sure, you try to stand this guy, I guess.
I'll never hear the end of this.
Like we were having a good discussion about the Elder Scrolls games, because like, yeah, as I was saying, like Oblivion, I think that has struck like the perfect middle ground when it comes to complexity, you know, because it's like Oblivion is slightly less complex than Morrowind. Like, it's mostly, mechanically, it's mostly very similar to Morrowind. It's like slightly less complex than Morrowind. And both are much less complex than Daggerfall, which had some good complexity and some bad complexity, Daggerfall. And Oblivion is, you know, much less complex. But also it still has like a little bit of complexity in how you make your character. In Skyrim, when, to make your character, there is absolutely zero complexity in how you make your character. There are skills. There are skills that you pick the skill perks. But you know, you would eventually get like majority of the skill perks with the level ups, and you get to choose between health, mana, or magicka, as it's called in Elder Scrolls. You get to choose between health, magicka, or stamina. Like, and that's all the complexity. Like, no classes, no major and minor skills. Like, the character design complexity in Skyrim just went completely out of the window. That's really why I don't hate Skyrim. I don't dislike Skyrim, but that's really why compared to Oblivion, I dislike Skyrim. That is the good reason why I don't like Skyrim as much, because it's just every single character feels the same in Skyrim. And sure, there is jokes that in any Elder Scrolls games that you would always play a stealth archer. I mean, yeah, they both have their advantages and disadvantages, okay, yeah. But Skyrim was more like make your own adventure, especially with all the mods. Skyrim was like, here's one very simple adventure. There's a bad guy and you need to kill him. That's the plot of Skyrim. Here's a bad guy. He wants to kill you. You should kill him first. That's the plot of Skyrim. Meanwhile, the plot of Oblivion is you wake up in a prison, and you meet the Emperor, and suddenly the Emperor dies, and you have to bring his necklace to his friend hiding away in a priory. And even when when you're getting to Waynon Priory, you still don't know what's really going on. Meanwhile, you still don't know what's really going on.
Without honor.
The next quest has you go to Kwatch, and then you see in Kwatch you see the first Oblivion Gate. You can close the first Oblivion Gate. You finally meet Martin.
Shall we begin?
I'm sorry. And then in Kwatch only, you finally know what the plot really is. You have to close these Oblivion Gates, and you have to get Martin to be Emperor so he can close these Oblivion Gates forever. You finally know the plot when you're in Kwatch. And it's a plot that's about a character journey, not just for you, but it's a character journey for other characters. Meanwhile, in Skyrim, as you almost get killed, here's a dragon that tried to kill you. You should kill that dragon. That's it.
I've got better things to be doing.
And sure, there's like you have the power of you discover you have the power of dragons. Better to kill the big dragon with. It can't get more simple than that. It's really the whole plot of the whole main quest of Skyrim, the character design in Skyrim, it's just so bland. That's what is my word for what's up with Skyrim. It's bland. It's not bad, it's bland. It's extremely bland. Everywhere you go in Skyrim, everything just looks kind of grey. Everything just looks kind of grey.
Almost as good as warm milk.
Which only makes Skyrim feel more bland. You get from slightly more greener grey to slightly more whiter grey to slightly more yellow grey, but the whole game feels very grey scale. The plot is bland. The character design is non-existent. I don't hate Skyrim, but when you go from Oblivion to Skyrim, it's such a huge downgrade. But the best story in the Elder Scrolls games, I love the Oblivion story because it's this whole story about Martin finding his way, Martin coming to terms with being the Emperor, and then he has to sacrifice himself to stop Mehrunes Dagon, to stop the Oblivion invasion. He has to sacrifice himself to do that. His whole individual personal journey there is great there.
Raping is the hardest part.
Also, in the Morrowind story, so I also love the Morrowind story because there is a lot of complexity in that story. There's a lot of moral ambiguity about what actually happened. We know that the tribunal betrayed Nerevar, but what exactly happened there with them? We don't know all the details, and they are never fully explained. Never fully explained because maybe different things happen because of time shenanigans. And another question that is never really resolved is about whether you actually are Nerevar reborn. Like, maybe you actually are the spirit of Nerevar. Or maybe you are just mantling Nerevar. You are acting like Nerevar did. You are fulfilling his prophecy of his return, not because like you actually are him, but you just follow his footsteps. You just follow his footsteps, and by following his footsteps, you kind of become him. Because of how the metaphysics of the Elder Scrolls universe work. Or maybe none of that is true. Maybe you are literally just a dude who is pretending. Maybe you are literally just a dude who is pretending has attack power by 56 for a few battles. Damage shield, like, I don't know how much 49 is going to do for us. Like, heals 983 health. Sure, let's do that. Like, there's a lot of this ambiguity about what really happened, whether you are Nerevar, whether you're actually Nerevar, about what happened actually between Nerevar and the Tribunal. Like, there's a lot of that ambiguity in Morrowind. In Oblivion there is less ambiguity, but there's still a great story. It's the individual journey of a character through the game. The character you help build up, you help him build up from nothing, from a priest who had a crisis of faith because of what he's seen happen. You help him build him up to be more confident. You help build him up to be the emperor, and then he has to sacrifice that tragedy of his character. And then in Skyrim, he is a dragon. You should kill it before he kills you. Like, that's such a huge downgrade. I really don't know how was Skyrim this popular. Like, what's far more complex in Skyrim is the whole story, like the Civil War story. That is a lot more complex. It's still a kind of a fake complexity, because like they had to make the Imperial Legion try to kill you at the very start of the game. They had to make the Legion try to kill you at the very start of the game, because if they didn't, literally everyone, except actual bona fide real world races, literally everyone would be picking the Imperial Legion. Because it's literally, the Stormcloaks are literally just a bunch of racist assholes led by a pawn of the faction that dresses and acts like the Nazis. Like there is a dossier you find on Ulfric Stormcloak that says that he is that he was their asset, and sure, he thinks he's gone rogue. He thinks he's gone rogue because he's no longer actively working for them, but he's still doing exactly what they want. Because the Thalmor say in that dossier that they want Skyrim divided. They want Skyrim divided because that weakens the Empire. And sure, if Ulfric wins the Civil War and takes over all of Skyrim, sure, Skyrim is no longer divided, but guess what? The Empire is now more divided. So the Empire is weaker, which is what the Thalmor want. You are literally helping a racist asshole who is an unwitting puppet of the even more racist assholes who hate you. If they didn't make the Imperial Legion try to kill you at the start of the game, like 90% of people would be picking the Imperial Legion. But sure, there is some complexity, there is some ambiguity regarding them, because there is like, also compare like Stormcloak Jarls to Imperial Jarls, compare the alternative Jarls between the cities. In almost every case, in almost every city, the Stormcloak Jarls are worse. Are much worse people, much more corrupt, much more racist. And I know it's the Elder Scrolls, everyone is racist. But not everyone makes a whole policy out of making your land exclusive to your race. Like even so, like there is more complexity in that Civil War story in Skyrim, and that's why people still argue about it, about the Civil War to this day, because there is some complexity to it, because you have to really get into the nitty gritty. You have to really get into all the minor elements to really see to really see that the Stormcloaks are just worse in literally every way.
What's on your mind, Ilawi?
I am reflecting on what's to come. The path Nagakaboros has put before us.
It is a path of adventure. Heroes from different lands, united against a mighty foe, emerging victorious.
You make it sound heroic, like one of your stories. But I wonder if I've made the right choices along the way. If somehow
I mean, I
I'm
guess
responsible for what
that
we
Skyrim
face.
was
You have
so
doubts.
popular, was so big,
Continue
because
to
the
follow your heart.
actual
Is what makes you
moment-to-moment
strong.
gameplay
Inspires those around
was
you.
fun, was
It
very
is why Brom will fight with you
entertaining. The
till
actual
the
moment-to-moment gameplay in the actual
Thank you.
game, in the actual world,
I am
was fun.
grateful for your trust. And your
but it just
company.
lost
Brom
so
returns home.
much.
You will
Skyrim
tell
just
stories
lost
of the
so
land,
much
the Kraken
of the Elder
priestess.
Scrolls identity.
All in the Freljord will know your name.
So many things that Elder Scrolls
we
was
must
really
win.
doing well
I will not have my story
that
end
just
in failure.
evaporated in Skyrim. I hope that what Bethesda learned from Baldur's Gate 3, I hope that what Bethesda learned is that complex games can still sell well if you do them well. So you don't have to simplify the game further, because I genuinely don't know how they could simplify if they want to make Elder Scrolls 6 even more simplified than Skyrim. I just genuinely don't know what else would they be doing. I genuinely don't know what could be made even simpler. Like remove skills, remove the choice between health, magicka, and stamina. Remove that choice. Remove the skills, and then you just automatically get more health and more magicka and more fatigue. And you have no choice over the skill points. So you just go automatic. Is that what they could do? If they do that in Elder Scrolls 6, I don't think I would be playing it. I would, if they simplify it even more than Skyrim, I don't think I would be playing Elder Scrolls 6. No matter what they make the story. And looking at what the story became between Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, if they continue with that same trend, the story of Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be just a straight line. Just a straight line. Just quest 1, you almost get killed by a bad guy. Now, okay, find the guy, talk to a guy, get a weapon, kill the bad guy.
Sarah, you're still awake.
Yeah. I was waiting up so I could murder you.
I don't hate
quietly in your
Skyrim, but I
sleep.
kind of hate Skyrim.
Same.
Well, since
I
we're
don't
both
hate
up,
Skyrim as a
I guess
game.
we should get back to saving the world.
As a game in
Together,
general, I
we
don't
may have
hate
a
Skyrim.
chance.
We've assembled quite the crew.
But I dislike
So much
it.
at stake.
I really dislike it as
You
an
really
Elder
trust these
Scrolls
people?
game.
As much as I trust you,
More than that, I hope, or we're doomed.
take some time to get to know them. Fight beside them. They might surprise you.
We'll see.
I mean, really think about the story of Skyrim. I don't. There is no amount of mods that like what the Elder Scrolls game need is like classes and attributes. I don't think there's any amount of mods that can bring back like classes and attributes. There's no amount of mods that will really make Skyrim like this more complex, this more like think about the story of Sky. Like really think what you do in the story, the main story of Skyrim. You wake up on that card, you almost get killed, first by the executioner, then by the dragon, by Alduin. You escape from Helgen. You go to Whiterun. You get told to bring back the Dragonstone. You bring back the Dragonstone. You get told to go find the dragon attacking that other town that is now in ruins. You fight a dragon. You learn that you are the Dragonborn. Then you return to Whiterun. You get called by the Greybeards. So, like skipping all the side quests, just the main story. You go to the Greybeards. You go up the mountain. You fight the troll on the mountain. You go to the Greybeards. The Greybeards teach you about the shouts. About the shouting. You learn new power. You go to the tomb of Jurgen Windcaller, but then the horn is missing because Delphine stole it. You go to Delphine instead of being able to confront her over it and take the horn from her by force. You have to work with her. You have to go fight that other dragon at Kyne's Grove. You have to prove to her you're a Dragonborn too. Then you go. I think you have to go to find Esbern, and prove to Esbern you're a Dragonborn because he's old and crazy. And then I get lost a little bit on that point. After Esbern, I think they want you to go to Karthspire. That whole you find the other Akaviri temple, and by the end of that. And then they tell you to kill all the dragons. And then is that immediately the point where you get the quest to summon the Odahviing to Whiterun? You summon Odahviing to Whiterun. You ride Odahviing from Whiterun to Skuldafn. And in Skuldafn, you go through Skuldafn. You go through the portal to Sovngarde. And you have to convince another guy, Ston. You have to convince Ston that you're the Dragonborn, and then Alduin comes. You kill Alduin. So there is like just a lot of steps where you just have to convince another guy that you're the Dragonborn, and it's just. Go talk to a guy, kill a dragon. Go talk to a guy, kill a dragon. Convince a guy you're Dragonborn, kill a dragon. Go to a guy, kill a dragon. Kill a dragon, kill a dragon. The end. That's the whole story.
You're watching me.
Do I frighten you?
How can they make Elder Scrolls 6 even simpler than that? I really don't know how. I genuinely can't think.
Not anymore.
I joked
What happened to you?
that they would make you just go talk to a guy and then you fight a guy, but it's literally just what they did in Skyrim, just with a couple more steps. Just
I can sense your anger.
you just
A sense of
talk to a few people and kill a few more dragons.
Blood, and I am its blade. But the black mist, it delays my work.
I wonder if you knew my past, the things I've done, if I'd end up on your list, or someone else's.
Everyone's on someone's list. You've killed so you think you're evil.
You're simply what your nature demands you to be. Same as me.
I hope you find the justice you are looking for.
Brom couldn't help notice you staring. Do you need something?
You want to know what I was thinking, big guy?
Ah, perhaps not in front of the others.
Relax, Brom. I was just thinking about your stories of home. Trolls and dragons, mountains of ice and snow. Until I met you, they were all just stories. I used to dream of sailing to far-off lands, seeing all there was to see. But Bilgewater has become my whole world.
Then you must visit the Freljord. Brom will be your guide. We will have many adventures.
Whoa there, big guy. One adventure at a time.
Another conversation, alright.
Ionian, you wield the blade effectively.
That's high praise from a practiced killer.
One killer always knows another.
I suppose that's true. My master was the greatest of all swordsmen. I am but a shadow of him.
Nothing wrong with being a shadow.
There are certainly benefits to going unnoticed.
Your master is dead then.
He is. And some believe by my hand.
You seek his vengeance?
What makes you think I didn't kill him?
Call it a hunch.
Well, at least the Blood Harbor Ripper believes me.
Yes.
Another conversation, alright.
Pike, I was wrong about you. Seems like we all were. You've been a helpful ally.
You are needed. We all are. To end this.
There was little trust when you joined us. You have proven yourself worthy of the cause.
You sound like the priestess.
Not the priestess kind of worthy. The warrior kind.
I admit, this isn't my usual calling.
It may suit you better.
You've never seen me work. Maybe someday you will.
No, thanks. I prefer our arrangement as it is.
Agreed.
More conversations? No. Okay. Something here. Okay, I have to return the Blessing of Wind after I find it somewhere. Oh, it's that thing with the veil jumper guy. Where is he? Nope, not here. Like, I really hope that what Bethesda learned from... I'm gonna quickly check because I got a notification that someone left a comment on YouTube. I'm gonna see if there anything interesting they say. Like left a comment on the previous video, but I really hope that what Bethesda learned from the soon as I saw your avatar, I had flashbacks to Billy Bob Space Trucker. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what Billy Bob Space Trucker is. Was there like a hamster in there? What I hope Bethesda learned from I hope Bethesda learned from Baldur's Gate 3 is that complex games can still work and they can still sell. So they can make Elder Scrolls 6 more complex. I hope that's what they learned from it. I'm gonna save again because I was being super annoyed by this game. Oh, this is gonna be the big one. So I hope they bring back like classes with the my major minor skills attributes. I hope they bring back some of that in Elder Scrolls 6.
Yasuo?
And the story will be a little more complex than last time.
This forward movement. You stand still, rooted by fear. You are unworthy of our power.
The wind serves me.
The wind pities you. Apathy and hesitation are its enemy.
Who are you?
I am whoever you need me to be. Whoever you fear I am.
Not again. No, brother. Yomi, you don't understand.
You're right. I do not.
I think this is like
know
a
what's happening here?
solo boss battle,
This place must prey on fear.
if I recall
The
correctly.
winds like loose threads of time.
Okay, anyone less philosophical?
Yasuo's past has caught up to him. Again.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. How am I supposed to do this like alone? Like I'm barely doing any damage. And I can't heal him. Like I have like potions, but it only shows me like the worst potions. I might be just hard stuck on this part.
Watch the footprint.
Not group cleansing potion, minor cleansing potion. I don't need this shit! Why is only showing me only this shit? This is useless to me!
Nothing serious. Maybe.
Is the wind rule thing still going? I don't think it is, so like, should like wind roll?
isn't good.
It says it would deal 2300 damage, almost 2400, so it should defeat him. Okay, now it did more damage, okay? I don't understand how it works. Okay. I managed to make it work, okay.
Finish this, as you once did.
No. Not this time. I accept my mistakes. And the mistakes of others.
And you step forward into your destiny.
You had to make the choice again?
Yes. I've faced my brother before, and always given in to rage. Confusion, followed by regret.
Now, you are calm.
Well, that was eventful. Let's head back to the ship. The crew should be finished patching her up.
Yasuo, I am glad you were able to confront your past.
Turns out I'm in your debt. If not for this journey, I'd still be lost. Alone.
We have come a long way. But the fight against the ruined king has just begun.
Regardless of what happens, I won't leave until you've found what you're looking for. I gave my word. With Yone, I've had a lifetime of regret dragging behind me. You, several lifetimes. I've learned the importance of moving forward. Question is, how do we accomplish that without sacrificing the greater mission?
I thought I needed to know my past to know myself. But that seems so unimportant now. All I know for certain is that we cannot allow Bilgewater to share the same fate as the Blessed Isles.
Together, I believe we can stop it.
Yes. Together.
Character development. Can you imagine that in Skyrim? The biggest character development in Skyrim is when suddenly Delphine gives you a quest to kill Paarthurnax,
Looks like the ship is
who you
ready.
have like no
We
reason
sail
to kill
fast and
besides
have no more
he's a dragon.
unexpected interruptions. We should be able to beat the ruined king to Bilgewater.
Lead the way, Captain.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay, but there's like side stuff to complete that we still haven't done. Can I get like food? No. Any of these are better? No, not really. Why did you remove that? This is kind of better, I guess. But no, more attack power, more magic defense, more physical defense. But less stamina. I don't know, that's really worth it. I guess this is better for her. The Dikuto coat. It's like Katarina's shit we're wearing now. Less crit, but everything else more. Sure. Oh, this is straight better. And I run out of money, almost. Okay, so let's sell. some stuff. Maybe after we equip stuff. Says, I think except attack power. So sure. Okay. Let's evade. Sure. These are really, most of these things are not really that much better. So like I could probably just sell like everything I have here. This may be like kind of less crit, but everything else is better, so okay, sure. Can put that on. Oh, this is better in every way. A pilt over monocle. Not changing one of these. Ari, do I have to? I have to actually upgrade. I have to actually upgrade out of the D20. But I will keep it. I will keep the D20. Just to have it. She's still not getting anything better. Like. It's like less mana. That's very bad. Less mana and more defense. That's very bad. And that's the only thing I can get for her. Like, what? Less haste, but more. Sure. Put the pilt over monocle on. You go to something that was much, yeah. Could probably just, I'm checking all of this because once I check all of that, I could probably just sell everything I don't equip. A lot of the topic today has been just Elder Scrolls games, like what they've been doing with them. Like, I keep talking about what I hope they will do with Elder Scrolls 6, but it's like, when will that even come out? Will it even come out? How long has it been? Like the announcement trailer, and the only thing it does, it gives you some random map with the title Elder Scrolls 6. That announcement trailer is now older than Skyrim was when it got remastered. Like. I know that everything takes longer to make these days. Like, and I also hate that everything takes so much longer to make. Like TV shows, video games, everything just takes so much longer to make these days. Yeah, it's been like 8 years, yeah. I know that everything just takes longer to make these days, but so like why does it keep taking longer to make? You know? Why don't they make it simpler? Why don't they make it more like they used to? What I wanted to buy, but still the food is like level 17. Food is best here, so like, no, but this is the one I have, so like, can I buy better food from him? Yes, level 25 food. Increases evade rating or heals 3000 at the end of battle. So okay, yeah, let's buy a bunch of these, and now I'm out of money again because I spent it all on food. Okay, and Yasuo is hurt. But like I'm not finished in this thing because like I was stuck on that one part. Bullshit stealth section. This was fightable, but like I don't want to have to fight it again. Can I go here to return the thing? No. I'm gonna have to pick up Ilawe because there was a thing to like read that required Ilawe. These things. I don't want to fight that. Okay. Okay, I don't know if I really want to get through that. I'm gonna save here again. And there was a whole other part. How are you seeing me? I'm literally in the stealth area. The tablet reads, the pure winds shift from north to west, from west to east, from east to south. Okay, so this is the key to that thing with the 4 things. From north, I'm gonna have to write it down somewhere. From north to west, from west to east, from east to south. Okay. So this is what it wants us to do over there. Well, there's a paper to read. Waku and Urfson. Igulo, I am sending you a Pailangi to you called Urfson. He is what is called a Freljordian Iceborn, but I have made him a part of my gang and my little brother, and he fought well and loyally for me. He has married Amoko and was even tested by the great Ilawi herself. Urfson is a fine sailor, and we think he is ready to learn of the underseas and the deep ways. Perhaps, please, I beg this opportunity for him, and ask you to help him if you can. He has been my greatest accomplishment these last few years. Swim well, my cousin. Owaku. Okay. Okay. So this that whole place. It says from north to west. From west to east. Like, how does that work? Can I at least fight this guy, please? Okay, you probably aggroed everything there. And I probably can't fight this. Okay, if I die to this, I'm saying screw it. I'm leaving this whole place. I'm not completing this. Okay. You don't need the healing yet. I guess she can do this.
Useful in one of your stories.
I will not fall.
Hey, come on, get the fuck out of here with these. Deals the damage to everyone every turn. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Brace yourself.
Okay. Guess you shield everyone again. Try to do this, maybe. Okay, one down.
Many thanks.
Needed that. Just catching my breath.
Am I still taunting? Yes. But these things are doing AoE, so shield. You don't like really need a lot of healers or allies for less, so sure, do that. And you, I guess you do try to do this.
Something for the wind.
That feels much.
It won't keep me down.
Almost as good as warm milk.
I guess you keep shielding. We don't need the big healing yet, so...
That was fun.
Okay. One guy down.
Thank you.
That's how we do it.
Keep shielding, I guess.
Like the wind. Too easy.
Okay, maybe we now can start hitting things. Okay. Okay, yep, that's the thing that kills you. That's the thing that kills you. Because it just starts doing more damage than you can heal through. Great, that's great. So yeah, so that's probably it for this island for me. I will try, but it's probably not going to work. Is the guy still asleep? He aggroed while asleep. Okay. Okay. Okay, you woke up. You had to wake him up. Okay, great. Thank you, Ilawi. That was very smart. Brom is running out of mana. Are we still taunting? Can't shield anymore. So that's probably how this one ends. Okay, guess you do the test of spirit now. Still can do the shield. Oh, now I don't have the mana for healing, so that's great. Like, why was he losing health while shielded? Okay, now you can shield, so do that. Okay. Don't need healing right now. Okay, we actually beat this guy now because he was asleep for half the battle. If Ilawi hadn't woken him up, maybe we would have beaten him even faster. Okay, now everyone leveled up, and now we need to hide because there's more unbeatable enemies hiding in here. Okay, abilities. Yasuo. Which abilities? I am now starting to use this more. Yeah, more chance to extra turn. That's mostly why I am picking that because it has a chance to give an extra turn. Misfortune. I'm not using it right now, but what was I using a lot? I guess I'll improve this further. Braum. Yeah, I'll put more into this. Ilawe. Yeah, I will not remember the specific lanes. Okay. What time is it? Okay, still a couple of minutes. Is that guy still around? Yes, he is. Like north to west? What does it, like, how do you make this work? Like, I'd have to get a good look at it, but I can't get a good look at it because this asshole is running around and you can't fight him. North to west. So like, but I don't understand which part is which. Like, am I like doing from west to east and then from east to, and they disappeared. So you have to be very fast while also that thing is walking around. Okay, I'm saving again, and I will try to fight this guy.
Don't worry, I'll make this quick.
I will try to fight this guy once. If I can't beat this guy, I don't know how am I going to get this puzzle. Because you need to like actually look at it and focus on it. If I can't beat this guy, I can't get this puzzle. If I can't get this puzzle, I'm getting out of here. Simple as that. Oh, they have a shield too. Great. Okay, shield. Okay, we don't need healing right now. We probably will by the time it's... Okay, that almost got that one guy down. Now I need to shield more. Okay, we don't need the healing right now. Somehow.
Useful to one of your stories. I was fine.
Stunned everyone. Okay. Going better this time. Now we do the test of spirit on this guy. And you do this first. Okay. Give the big shield.
Good looking out.
Okay. Slam all the tentacles at him. Okay. Like, why was it so difficult last time? I don't understand. Why were they doing so much damage last time? No. Come on. I am clicking on an enemy. I'm selecting target. Finally. I am selecting the enemy. I'm selecting a target and clicking right on it. Like, I don't get how this works sometimes in this game. Come on! Like, what? Sometimes this game just doesn't want to target things. Okay, I don't know why this was suddenly so much easier than last time. I don't understand. Okay, puzzle. So it's like north to west, but seat of the wind, font of its blessing, grant your strength to those who, overlooking the wind-crested waves, consider your changes. That does not help me. West to east, east to... Is that what it meant? It was just simply the order? So it was simply telling me the order north, west, east, south? Is that it? This orb, it's made of pure wind. I can feel the restless energy contained within. I can feel its power. She can feel it is power. And a pouch filled with maple seeds, infused with the power of the winds. I should have known. Long after you're gone, I still have much to learn from you, Suma. Thank you. Seeds? Yes, maple seeds. My brother gave me seeds when I was younger, and I gave them to Talia. In my school, the seeds represented patience. Okay. So we actually beat this place. And that guy's disappeared. So, do I now have the thing that I need to put behind there? Okay, sudden slowdown. I better save it again, because I had like a sudden hiccup. And I don't want it to fail. I don't want it to crash like... Did I not open this? I guess not. Now I have to do this again. Seriously? Why did you bounce back? Come on. Guess I have to fight the spiders. Okay.
Bro.
Okay. One down. Why is it suddenly so much easier? Like, sure, I leveled up, but it should... Surely, just leveling up by 1 didn't do that much of a difference.
Good friends, good fight.
Okay, this spider too. Fine.
Knock him down.
Like, I'm not even trying very hard. Because we're slowly running out of mana, but... Like, we don't even need to try very hard anymore, all of a sudden. After it was extremely difficult. I don't understand this game, I just don't understand it. Did I get now what I need? Yes. Okay. Don't know what that really did, but sure. Like until oh, we also have the rune points. I forgot to check that. Ilawi. I'm clicking on it like. Sure, increase your defense instead. Brom. I think I really want here. Yeah, so I kind of want to keep all of that, but I don't have any like one to spend on. You have 2 now. Okay. Pike. Nothing I really want to spend on either. I guess I'll put it on that, just to use something. Okay. Quests. Because I have to go through here and then here. Where is that? I thought that would be here. No, it just shows me Baron's Rest. That's not where that would be. Huh. And I'm not doing that. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't show me. I'll have to check it. I'll have to check it before the next stream. Windrake Isle, Purification Temple. Where do we want to go? Bilgewater, right?
Welcome back to Bilgewater, Gangplank. My Bilgewater. I bet this wasn't the homecoming you were dreaming of.
Fortune, I'm not the same man whose ship you sank all those years ago. My pride is gone. Only my destiny remains. If I have to arrive in chains, so be it. I still have friends in this city. I'll be on the throne again soon.
You know what your problem is? Those old friends of yours. Most of them work for me now, and they like it better that way.
Oh, Fortune. They don't respect a peacemaker. Everyone's just waiting for the right moment to stick a blade in your back.
Lock him up, Raffen. Some cell where the tide leaks in and the sun can't reach.
I'll be seeing you, Fortune.
Sure you will. At the execution.
You should let me go kill him now.
She should.
Nobody will believe he's dead unless I do it in public myself.
What does it matter
That will have
if
to
they
wait
don't
until
believe it?
after Bilgewater survives
He'll
the
be
Red
dead,
King.
I will go
whether
to my
people
people.
believe it or
They
not.
may be able to help.
And he's no trouble when he's dead. Okay, we're going right to the Buru Grotto. 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 Grotto.
Clouds gather on the horizon, Ilawi. Like a heroine, but vaster, crueler.
Though you helped us before, I failed to stop this harrowing. An ancient king has risen with a heart full of rage.
And you have come to make another request of me.
Yes. We have a powerful amulet that can contain the king, but he has corrupted it.
I doubt we could repair it here in Bilgewater.
Our temples do not have the strength to purify an evil like that.
Could I bring it to the Buru capital?
That is a capital.
Such an artifact could bring the king's rage down upon our people too. It may be safer to evacuate Bilgewater than to save it.
But Elder, I know of another place sacred to Nagakabora.
Is that where those two are?
When we were in
Those two last
Purification
things
Temple,
for the altar.
I learned about an ancient Buru forge in the Shadow Isles. What is this forge? A place of power like that could purify the amulet.
You have not heard of it because it is forbidden. It was abandoned by our ancestors.
You granted me the help of the Serpent Callers, but this forge is too much.
We have no records of its location. That place is loathsome to Nagakaburos.
Elder, since I left Bilgewater, I have prayed for another vision, but she has been silent. Her teachings, my old assumptions, everything is clouded and strange. But I think the goddess wants me to challenge these things, to go to forbidden places and dig up forgotten truths. She is testing me, and I will serve her by making difficult decisions and trusting my own judgment. I will find this forge, purify this amulet, and trap the ruined king. No ancient warning can stop me.
Okay, do we have more cutscenes? Fortune Estate, we might be having more cutscenes. I hope this is not going to be like an hour of cutscenes, because it's very late now. I saw the comment from earlier about Skyrim that it's been 80. No, about Elder Scrolls 6 that it's been 8 years. I asked.
Set, Captain. The crews are distributing
Because it's an hour of cutscenes. I saw the comment saying 8 years. 8 years of cutscenes.
Hilawi, welcome to the war room. I have never been in one before.
What did your elders say? Will they help us cleanse the amulet?
They cannot.
What? Why?
There is no ritual site in Bilgewater strong enough to do it. We could use the Buru Forge instead, but it is forbidden. They will not tell me where it is.
The forge you read about, it's on the Shadow Isles. How do we even find a place like that?
Necrit. He would know.
Yes, that old spirit would know every inch of his domain.
We should pay him another visit.
But this forbidden place, how forbidden is forbidden?
I do not know, nor do I care. Nagakaboros loves change and motion, so we shall challenge this ancient warning, bring some motion to a dusty, forgotten place. On a mission like this, I am honored to have you all by my side. Let us prepare ourselves for another journey, then forge a weapon to defeat the ruined king.
Fortune, you lead well.
I thought you didn't like captains, leaders, the whole concept.
The people of Bilgewater, you won't leave them to drown. Some would cut the rope. Let the weak sink to the bottom.
But I won't. So what? You gonna take me off that list of yours?
I hope. You're at the end. There are many more deserving necks between the ruined king and you.
Oh, you wanna kill me last? That's sweet.
It isn't sweet.
But thank you, Pike. You and I, we've got more in common than I thought. After this whole thing is over, maybe we can make an arrangement.
Also, she's just hanging out with a serial killer in her war room in her like palace. in her living room, just hanging out with the serial killer. Meanwhile, okay, more cutscenes. I do hope this isn't 8 years of cutscenes.
Where is she? My love is near. I can feel her crying out to me. She is waiting for me in Bilgewater.
Why would she be there? Like, why would she be there? Viego, come on, think about it. Okay. So we will save here for good. 77%. We will save here and we will be now ending in a moment. So it's time to start. Oh, we got 6 views in total. I wonder at which point people were watching, or if they're watching now, I don't know. I wonder when were people watching, if people were watching when I was like shit talking Skyrim. I wonder if people were watching that. It's just because I don't have like OBS open on my screen the whole time. I have only one screen, so I only managed to get like a chat app so that I can have my chat on top of the game, and then sometimes have to minimize the chat to see like some small piece of the screen. So I wonder what those other 5 people were watching, which exact moment it was. But yeah, this will be it for today. And well, I hope you all enjoyed it. All the 6 people enjoyed watching it live. So there is a poll on the channel, the voting for the next video. The dwarf video was winning last, but there's still a few days to vote for it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the stream more than I enjoyed playing some parts of the game. I don't know, maybe it's just Ari that sucks at healing. I don't know. But hope you enjoyed the stream more than I enjoyed playing some parts of it. And well, I think it's time to stop talking and finish the stream. And I hope to see you next time.